everyone, welcome back to another catching up with daily life video. I was actually thinking about not sharing the rest of these. I did these quite a while ago, so forgive me if I don't remember how the process went, but I've actually had some interest and some comments on these, so I will continue to put these up. I did not finish recording everything once I got to a certain point, which isn't long, so there's only a few of these left. I literally gave up and was just like, I'm busting these out and getting them done. So, but it got to the point where literally I would put the picture down, a sticker on it, and call it good. So I figured, what's the point at this point? But I will share the few that I had left over. This is, I don't remember the weeks, but I am using my, I want to say this is actually my November LE Studio kit, even though there's a lot of Christmas stuff in it. So I guess that maybe they put a bunch of Christmas stuff in their November kit, if I remember right. I could be totally wrong, but they might have done that because a lot of people start their December daily early. And with that being said, I do not do December daily. I kind of do it with my daily life albums. I used to do it separately, and I have done a separate album, and I absolutely love the way they turn out. But I found that I would end up having my daily life albums. I didn't want them to end, at the end of November. It just seemed weird to me, but it also seemed weird to me to do the daily December kind of twice, once in a mini album and once in the daily life album. So I decided, since they're all kind of end up being pocket pages anyway, I just do them in my daily life album, which you will kind of see because this layout I know is the weekend right after Thanksgiving. So I think this is probably the Sunday till, I basically do Sunday through Saturday and include however many weeks I want to in that span of time. So it just depends on the amount of photos. So you will see some December stuff in with this, and I just decorate it a lot like the other people do. I don't really put any extra emphasis on anything because I will still do 12 by 12 pages about a lot of things, like Christmas morning and things like that. So and I apologize if my arm going across. I am referring to my phone. A lot of my December daily photos are ones that are, I take with my phone. Sorry, I'm turning my phone off now that I remembered, so it doesn't ring on you really loud. But so I refer to my phone quite often just to, get the date and kind of remember. I don't really mind if the pictures that are on the spread are, if Monday comes before Tuesday or anything like that. If it's Monday's photo, I do like it to maybe show up before Friday, but I don't worry about that too much. I just want it to look good and kind of just be like a capture of our everyday things. So a good example, excuse me for my throat, but you can see here, this was when I was taking apart my desk, and the pictures are all kind of jumbled right now, but that weekend after Thanksgiving in what was this? This was 2018. This is my 2018 album. We took apart my scrapbook desk. I do have a tour of that desk from a video a long, long time ago. If you are interested in seeing what that desk looked like, it was one my husband made for me. I am currently working on a room tour for my room now, but wow, that's going to be a lot more work than I ever thought it would be. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but I am in the process of doing it, and it's going to end up having to probably be separate parts. So, but I wanted him to take a picture of me hugging my my desk there. And then I took a picture of him taking it apart with his drill or whatever. And we didn't sell it. A lot of people said I could sell it and this and that, but it was falling apart. It was so old. It was falling apart. And, I probably could have sold it, but I don't know if they would have made it home with it. So we just took it apart and got rid of it. So, but I did love that desk. And I have done a 12 by 12 page of my desk. I think it was a kit that actually I got from Scrapbook Generation. I believe I showed it maybe even. It was completely empty, but almost just like all the pictures and stuff that I had in it that I really loved. So And then there is actually a picture you can kind of see there. The 3x4 is of my new room, and it's kind of in the process. So with this 2018, the next couple spreads, you will see a little bit more of what my new room, kind of like a sneak peek, I guess, of it. Because I am, while he's taking this desk apart, I am working on the new room. So a lot of times I will do typed journaling. This page, I was, again, getting towards the end and just wanting this stuff to be done. So I did just grab some tags and just kind of handwrote my journaling. Sorry. I do like to add some handwriting. You know, I don't think my handwriting is absolutely gorgeous or anything like that, but I don't hate it at the same time. Oh, excuse me. And I really feel like a little bit of handwriting is kind of nice to have in your albums, just because, you know, I look at my grandma's handwriting and I think, you know, I really like to see her handwriting and things like that. And it's interesting to me to see the differences, like how, not the differences, but the likeness, I guess is the word I'm looking for, between like her handwriting and my handwriting. And there's actually some similarities. So it's kind of neat to look at things like that. So don't forget to add a little bit, even if you just add the handwritten journaling hidden somewhere on the back of your layout or something like that. Just keep in mind that future generations might actually enjoy seeing your handwriting, even if it is horrible. So maybe their handwriting is horrible too, and it'll make them feel better. Anyways, back to the pocket pages. Right now I'm just cutting down some 3x4 squares I really like the look, and one thing I'm thinking about for 2020, which I have not started that album, by the way. I've just been busy, and I'm really behind on my photo organization, and I blame Disney, because we went to Disney and there were so many photos. I've gone through and deleted all the photos that I don't want, but now what I'm trying to work on, sorry if you can hear my kids in the background, by the way. What I'm trying to work on now with my photos is putting 2 or 3 or 4 on one 4x6, so I don't print up. I do plan to go through Shutterfly. I've been using them for a long time, and their quality is fine to me. It's not the best. I looked at a couple other places, but I think I'm just going to stick with Shutterfly for now. So, but anyways, so I need to get my photos. I need to get back to organizing it. I was doing really good and doing 10 minutes a day organizing my photos. And, you know, that could be while I was in the living room, while my husband was playing a game, or we were watching something. And I was doing really good with that, but I kind of stopped. I think it's been like a week and a half since I've done that. I think this quarantine thing isn't really helping with that, you know, but that's okay. So I'll just make myself get back into it, and I will start my 2020 albums hopefully before too much longer, because I need to get them printed. I was wondering if Shutterfly was even printing anything right now, but it seems like I've seen people get orders, so they must still be in business, which is good. You know, the more businesses that can stay in business right now is good. So, and I'm not going to be in any frantic craze to hurry up and make them want to send it right away or anything like that. So whenever they can get it to me. I think maybe what I'll make it a goal, since it's like almost, when I'm recording this, today is April 24th. So maybe I'll make it a goal by the beginning of May to be ready to send my order. So like on May 1st, be ready to submit my order, or at least put in my order or something like that. So maybe that I'll have to make that a goal. But anyways, I haven't talked much about the pocket pages. You can see I'm just kind of adding, you know, I left that one picture of my husband on a hike. We had a fire, a huge fire in our area a couple years ago. I don't really remember the dates. He was on, maybe it was just like last year or something. I don't really remember. Oh, well, this is 2018, so it would have been like 2017, if that makes sense. Or maybe it was that same year. But this huge hiking area, you know, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so there's a lot of green, a lot of trees, and a couple kids lit off some fireworks that caused this huge fire. And so they finally opened up the trail, and my husband went on a hike, so you can kind of see him by the trees. It's kind of interesting to see the trees behind him all burnt up. So I put those in there. You know, I have to say I do feel sorry for the boys. They're just being young, stupid kids. And yeah, it caused a lot of destruction, but how many of us did stupid crap when we were young? I can think of things, you know, so anyways, luckily it's all growing back already, and so there's up a few more pictures. There's a kind of a snapshot of my scrap room. kind of a quick little sneak peek there. So I'm working on the other side of this layout, and these, I did add one photo with my Collect app. I have had a few questions about that app, and I'm going to tell you, I am not an expert. You guys know me. Computers hate me. I would highly suggest, if I come across a good video that shows how to use that Collect app really well, then I'm more than happy to share it. But I would suggest maybe just Googling and seeing if another YouTuber out there knows more about it and can give you better information on it. But the only thing I do know is you can add a photo. It does not have to be a square photo, but you can crop it to be a square photo. It really, you can add your journaling, which is basically what I did for 2019, was every photo has that. So you can see the difference here between 2018 and 2019. All of these photos don't have the journaling, whereas 2019, almost every photo does. So I will say there's a lot of 2019 photos in the Christmas time area that I did not add a bunch of, or the journaling to, using the Collect app. I mean, just because it was like Christmas morning and things like that, which I don't think I recorded those, but it looks more similar to 2018. But these are photos here, which I thought was funny. And I have multiple of these of us getting our Christmas tree, and the boys were pretending Fortnite. It was quite the adventure. I will journal a little bit more about this, getting our tree. This is kind of an example of a photo, or photos, that I will still do a 12 by 12 of, is getting our Christmas tree. So while the December daily, I think, basically does all your scrapbooking of Christmas time, I do put it in these albums, but I will still do the 12 by 12, and I will talk more about kind of like getting our Christmas tree. We've been trying to find a good Christmas tree farm, which in 2018 we did. I don't know if you will see those photos or not. I can't remember. But 2018 was, we followed the signs. You see the signs alongside the road, Christmas tree farm this way, and oh my gosh, drive forever. But the boys had fun. They pretended they were playing Fortnite in it. So I wanted to add a photo of each of those. And especially now, because now it's 2020 and my boys don't really care for Fortnite. My youngest one, I think it's like the uncool thing to like Fortnite. So while he used to like it along with everybody, he doesn't anymore. And he's made that very clear. So I think it's pretty cool to see, the different, that's another thing I like about these albums, is the difference, what they liked then and what they completely don't like now. So we usually do get our tree. We started at least quite a few years ago getting it the same weekend as Thanksgiving weekend, just because I realized it gave us a little more time and it was easier. We weren't just stuck with a Saturday and Sunday. We had like the full 3-day weekend, and we could kind of do it, take our time, and not worried about it. So we kind of just started doing that. So that is why we have our tree. I know everybody has different traditions and stuff. And it is kind of random on this layout. It goes from us getting our tree, and then there's a picture of them hanging the lights on the house. I will not do a 12 by 12 of them hanging the lights on the house. That's the kind of picture I like just for this daily life album. And then there's a picture of French fries. And I wanted to document those French fries. So where I live, we have a place called Burgerville. And it is much like Burger King and McDonald's, all that, but it's only kind of more in the Pacific Northwest, I guess. But they used to have really good waffle fries, but the company that they got the fries from, or the potatoes from, it didn't work out. So they started making these rosemary fries, and we decided we like these even better than the waffle fries. So I wanted to kind of document again that these fries, these are the things that, again, I really love adding in to my album. And then there is a picture of my daughter and her first Christmas tree. She bought this tree. I don't think she cut it. I think she let it sit out of the water, and then she didn't cut it for a very long time and then put it in the water, and it kind of started to die. So we decided to go over, me and my son, and kind of help her there a little bit and recut it to see if we could help it grow. And I will tell you, it doesn't work. It's pretty funny. I think I add a photo later on of the tree and it's like half brown. She decided, luckily, she was smart enough not to add any lights to it. She did add some ornaments and bulbs and stuff like that, but she was smart enough not to add any lights, so no worry about a fire there. But it was, you know, fun to tease her about. So there, it's just a picture of me and my middle son, you know, helping her cut the tree down. So, which was, and it was freezing cold out there. Let me tell you, it was a freezing cold day, and we were trying to find a time for my husband to go over and help her do it. But I decided, me and my son had that day off. I think maybe he had a doctor's appointment that day. So we just went and did it ourselves. So, again, you kind of can tell I'm just really adding just a photo, a sticker, and sometimes another sticker. I am trying to stick with the same elements like tags or the hearts. I'm trying to, you know, kind of keep with those all kind of so they coincide with each other. But yeah, I'm just kind of filling it in and going through this. I really like that Deck the Halls card. I think I actually still have it and don't end up using it because I didn't really want to do anything to it. I can't remember what I put up in this corner. I know the photo that goes down in between in the bottom row is one that I didn't want to show. So I think I just leave it out for this. But I wanted to do a little bit of journaling. And oh, this might be the date card maybe. Trying to use up my alphas. You guys know that. I've been doing really good. I did buy an alpha set lately, maybe 2. Well, one of them's words, so I don't really include that. Although I have been really good about not buying word stickers either, but the alpha set that I bought is like a shiny silvery one. You might have seen it with my little scrapbook store haul. So I have that. And then I remembered, these I will talk about if another time if you guys are interested, but I do have folders that I keep for each month. And I put stuff that I want to put in the daily life album, like artwork or some kind of random things or like receipts, anything like that, that I keep in those folders. And I think I had forgot to check for November at all, and then December. So you will see. I think I have a layout spread where I add one of those in there. So I did make this date card, and I'm going to tell you, I don't like it, but I tried pulling up that word December, and it's like a very old month sticker, and it was not coming up. And I don't like how this came out at all, but it's okay. It was like, it's down now, so there's nothing I can do. If it didn't have that green line, I wouldn't mind it so much, but I'm trying to look for stuff to kind of help add to it to make it look better, but it really, I just, whatever. It's one of those things, it is what it is, so I just put it in there and called it good. So I'm going to show you the up-close photos now. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Again, at this point, I am done with these albums. Super happy about that, but there you can kind of see them having fun in the trees, and there, of course, I always like to take a picture of our trees and the rest of it. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!